What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast, Savage Over Average. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys for checking it out. Bear with me. It's a little bit windy, but we're still going to knock it out. And since I'm doing a solo podcast, I figure I'll grab the gimbal, walk around the park. Found the park around my neighborhood with a little bit of shade, so hopefully it's not too hot. But since, like I've told you guys before, if you guys following along, I've been working a lot of overtime, and that's what inspired this topic. You know, having conversations with people, me going into my own thoughts, and money's a common thing that we all have in common, and seems like nobody could get enough of it, right? I mean, we all need more of it. We can never have enough of it. We constantly spend it for things we need. It's necessary. We all need it to survive, but some need more than others. And it's crazy how you see some people, me myself included, right? We're not the best educated or the best disciplined with our money. And it seems like we have a hole in our fucking pocket that we put $20 in, $50 in, and it somehow just disappears. It's just gone with the wind. And I think it's very important to take responsibility over that. Me myself, I remember about a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it was worse. I remember I'd get my paycheck, and I'd pay whatever I had to pay off first, pay my bills, pay my phone, pay my car insurance, pay my rent, whatever I had to pay. But when I had extra money, I felt like I had to spend it. I'd go to my Amazon account, see what I had in my cart, see what I wanted, see what deals there were, and I would just throw it in the cart, 3, 4, 5 items, whatever it may be, $100, $200, and yeah, wait a couple of days, show up to my doorstep, open it up, and the messed up part is that some of the stuff I wouldn't even use. I mean, yeah, I might use it, but my point is, I didn't really need it. I was buying stuff just to buy stuff because I had the money to, and it wasn't until I read a book. I forgot the name of the book. I'm gonna have to put it in the link of the description because I don't want to give you guys a made-up name, but I read that book and it taught me how a lot of us are trying to keep up with the Joneses. We're buying things we don't need. How you doing? We're buying things we don't need to impress people that we really don't fucking like, and it's fucked up that our society, our culture, it's normalized. We normalize an excess of spending. We spend way more than we fucking need to. And some people, they even max out their credit cards to do it. It's fucking crazy. I don't have enough to go on vacation, so let me just put it on this credit card and I'll pay it off throughout the year. It's a sense of entitlement. For whatever reason, you feel like you deserve it. I don't know why people, a fucking Gucci bag, Louis Vuitton bag, whatever it is, sometimes people feel like they deserve the nice things, the finer things in life, and they throw it on a credit card. They're spending more than they actually need to spend on. They could be saving that money. They could be investing that money. And the fucked up thing too is that sometimes the finer things in life, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's an illusion. Like the Gucci bags, they're made in the same fucking factories that the fake ones are made in. It's all the same shit. Sometimes the replicas are so well, you can't even tell the difference. So even with the jewelry, I don't know if you've seen a lot of the rappers, a lot of the jewelry is fake. Because they've even said, why am I going to spend so much money on fucking jewelry? It's stupid. But because they make millions of dollars, nobody really questions it. If you're stuck in that trap, you're going to be going broke. If you're stuck in that trap, you're gonna be going broke trying to look rich, trying to impress people around you. It's so stupid. And like I said, society is the one that kind of conditioned us, brainwashed us to think this way. The commercials, the ads, all those things, they show us products. They show us all these apps that we think we have to have, but more products. They show us products that we think is gonna make our life easier. This new mop it's so much easier to clean your house. You have so much more time. Or this new air fryer that does 6-in-1. Nothing wrong with your old air fryer. Let's be honest. Nothing's wrong with it. You're just buying a new one just because you want to fucking. They got you. They got you on the fucking ad. You really didn't need to be spending extra money on it. It's happened to me before. You know, it happens. I think it happens to everybody. The point is to realize it and try to prevent it. You know what I mean? It's crazy when you think that most Americans are, the average American is over $6,000 in debt. Over fucking $6,000 in debt. And the average American doesn't have $1,500 in their savings account. That's a fucking ass backwards. You shouldn't be going more into debt if you don't have any money. You know, somebody told me this rule before. And when I was younger, probably like 18, 19, and I always remembered it. I don't remember if it was my dad or if it was somebody I seen somewhere. I don't remember if it was a movie. But me personally, other than the exception of like a vehicle or of a house, I don't buy things on credit that I can't afford to buy in straight cash, right? So even like if I finance a TV, you know, back in the days, TVs, for people who know, TVs were really expensive when the flat screens came out. And you know, they have the whole 6-month no interest, 12-month no interest, whatever. I'll finance it. Say if it was $1,300, but I had the $1,300 to buy it outright if I needed to. I would just get it in payments, trying to, you know what I mean? Try to still save money where it doesn't hurt as much. But I'm not gonna go buy a $5,000 watch when I don't have $5,000 in my bank account. That's fucking stupid. And a lot of people will tell you that's fucking stupid, but I don't know why. I don't know why people do it. And it's, everybody has kind of, people have their thing that they're keeping up with, right? Some people might be like, I would never spend that on a watch. But every time the new iPhone comes out, they get the newest iPhone when ain't nothing wrong with their old one. Same with the cars. Ain't nothing wrong with your car, but you're just getting the new one. You don't think I want a new truck? My truck's 9 years old, so it's about to be 10 years old. It does not run the same. I had to put a new transmission in it. You know, the technology's outdated. It doesn't have all the new bells and whistles. It's still a nice, decent truck though. I love it. But there's days I do want a new one. However, I'm not gonna go into fucking debt for $60,000 for a new truck when nothing's wrong with mine and it's paid off. I don't understand. Yeah, it's nice, but it's nicer to not have a fucking payment. It's nicer to not be $60,000 in debt. For me, myself, that is not the right move to make. Now, if I had the extra money, if I really wanted to, that's fine. You could do it. But I'm talking more about the people who complain, who are complaining everything's expensive, who are complaining they're living paycheck to paycheck. You know, there are some people that make over 6 figures. They make over $100,000 a year. And they are still living paycheck to paycheck because they do not know how to budget their money. Let alone save, invest, all that stuff, but just budget. How much are you spending on what each week, each month, each day? There's so much more places you could be saving money. And like I said, it's cool if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'm talking to the people who do want to save money, who do want that extra cash in their pocket, who do want to invest in something else, right? It's like if you buy quality food. Yeah, it costs you more, but you're investing that into your body. You know what I'm saying? It's like me, when I bought this phone, I really didn't need a fucking phone. I really didn't want it. I really didn't need it. It was super expensive. However, I wanted to upgrade the quality of the podcast. And I was tired of running out of memory. There was a couple shows we had, a couple episodes that we had. They never got to see YouTube. You guys never got to see it because my memory got full. So I wanted to upgrade my memory as well. I see that as an investment, you know, because it's helping me improve the podcast. Yes, it's still a hobby. It's still something that's not going to bring back, you know, revenue right now. Hopefully one day it will. But at the same time, it's an investment for my happiness. You know, it makes me happy. And going back to my point, if that Gucci bag genuinely makes you happy, then you should get it, I guess, right? If you really think it makes you happy. But for most people, most material things don't make them happy. Like, let's say my paddleboard. I've bought a paddleboard because I get to go out on the lake, get to go use it. It's a cool little workout. That shit brings me happiness. I like it. I don't know one single person with the fucking paddleboard. I just bought it because I'm an outdoor adventurous person and it seemed cool to me. I wouldn't consider that keeping up with the Joneses. But the majority of people, like I said, go into debt. And have you seen the fucking interest rate for credit cards? Actually look at it. Actually look at your statement. Look at how much interest you're gonna have to pay for that stuff. Cause the whole saying, swipe now, worry about it later, that's just gonna catch up with you. And you're basically gonna be never paying off your debt. It's horrible. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to get a new truck. It felt so great. It's like a weight lifted off my shoulders when I finally paid off my truck. And when I see my neighbor with the new one, then I see my coworker with the new truck, and it really sucks because you want it. It's I don't know. It's in our DNA. It's in our programmed in our DNA that other people have it, so you want it. But at the end of the day, I don't want that fucking payment. There's other stuff I could be doing with that money, and even saving it. You don't want to just save all your fucking money. That's not going to be cool either. Let's say you save $5,000 and you want to, in let's say 3 years, 5 years, I guarantee you that $5,000 you have cash is not going to be worth the same it is today. Just because the way the world is, the way the economy is going, the value of the dollar is decreasing. So you want to invest it in something. Even if you're investing it in experiences, to some people, that's cool. They take a vacation, but they're not doing it on credit. You know, that is their spending. That's what they work for. But I don't know. For me, the way I see it, I don't want to be working to buy things to impress people that I really don't care about. And I want you to think about that because most people do that. You go to a job you hate, with the boss you hate, coworkers you hate going to work every fucking day just to buy shit to impress people you really don't want to fucking impress. Or to, maybe not to impress, but to keep up with people that you really don't fucking like. You're trying to be in competition with them instead of trying to just be fucking happy. I don't know. I look at the people with the simpler life. Some of the, like, look at there's people who make a shitload of money and they're fucking miserable. Their families are they're not close. They're not united. They're not. They don't share a lot of memories. They don't go play whatever. And then you see some people who are doing the whole van life. I don't know if you guys seen that. Since the housing market is so crazy, especially in California, there's some people doing the van life, just driving around state to state, living in their vans, and they're fucking living their dream, experiencing the whole world. And they're not going into debt to do it. Like, don't you think they're living more happily? Don't you think they're enjoying life more value? I don't know. It just seems like their life is so much more full. And I know this sounds like common sense, but the reality is it's not. Most people you're spending more than you need to. I know I've done it where I've had to cut stuff. I don't have a Netflix account. I do have Apple Music. See, there is certain things that I really want to have. Apple Music's one of them. Netflix, I really don't care about. I don't need Netflix. Hulu Plus, I don't need that shit. Paramount, whatever, all those different subscriptions, I'm telling you, they catch up to you. $10 a month, $15 a month. Once you add that up, see how much you're paying a year to watch TV when you could be doing something else. Or you know what I mean? You could just have one or two. You don't need 4 subscriptions to be watching different shows. You know, a lot of people complain that back in the days the boomers had it easier, but the boomers, they didn't have DoorDash. They didn't have Instacart. They didn't have their food delivered to them. They didn't have Starbucks every fucking day. A lot of you guys spending money going out to eat, and then you complain that everything's expensive, that you don't have a lot of fucking money. We need to give raises at work. Somebody needs to help us, whatever it is. Even when you do get a fucking raise, some people, with your income tax, you fucking spend it. It's like free. You look at it like fucking free money. Instead of saying, you know what, let me pay off some of my debt. Let me invest in this. Let me save it, because you never know what the fuck could happen. You know, It's always important to have some cash. I would say, me personally, at least like $3,000, $5,000. You know, if you can, if you're far from that, man, $1,000. Most people don't have $1,000 in the bank account, and it's sad. It's sad because you could have any type of emergency. Your fridge could go out. What are you gonna do? All that food's gonna go to waste. If you have people depending on you, if you have a family, they gotta eat. You're gonna have to get a fridge from somewhere. So what are you gonna do? Go get it on credit because you have to, because you don't have the cash saved up? Your stove goes out, whatever it may be. You know, you always got to have some type of cash on hand that you could, in case of emergency, not a lot, but just in case of emergency, your car breaks down, you need a new battery. Some people don't have $100, $120 to buy a new fucking battery. It's crazy. It's insane. But hope this is going to be a short podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it, like it. If you guys really want to support it, please share it with somebody. Greatly appreciate it. And I want you guys to remember, if you don't learn to budget your money, if you don't learn to know where your money's going, to manage it, if you don't manage your money, it's going to manage you. You know? If you don't learn to control your money, it's going to control you, and you're going to be the victim of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay fucking savage. Have a good fucking week this week. Happy 4th of July. Celebrate it. Be safe. Don't do nothing stupid like I used to do when I used to light fireworks. You know, always have a fire extinguisher on hand, because shit could get wild real fucking quick. And enjoy it with your family, man. These are, you know, 4th of July is it's an important holiday. And it's another reason to get together with your family, make some memories. You don't know who's going to be here next year, who's not. But most of all, be safe and appreciate it. Take pictures. Don't be scared to take pictures. Don't be scared to be on video. Like I said, those are memories. They're very important. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys stack up some fucking bread this year. The year's not over. We still got a lot of time. Stack up some fucking money. At least a little savings account. Be mindful of your spending and get out of fucking debt. Stay savage, y'all. Peace.